Traverse City used to only have one junior high and one senior high. Until 1993, when the population boomed, they had to build an overrun school. That's when Traverse City East Junior High was born.
We had never heard of Timberwolves before. It was a new thing to town. That new school, we walked in the summer to explore, like for the open house, and it smelled new, and everyone was excited to be here. And we got to kind of set a precedent of what it was like. There wasn't a history of the school, so everything we did was new, and it was just a neat place to be, and we really set our mark on the school.
It was really exciting opening a new school. The first time, my first memory when we came here, the building wasn't finished yet and we had to wear hard hats. And I remember going in the art building and seeing the kiln there and seeing that they were going to have a photography area. I remember coming down towards this end of the building, but I don't think all of the walls were in yet. We were sort of imagining what it was going to be like. So that was really exciting. It was really a neat time to open a new building.
When East Junior High opened, it wasn't just a new building. It was a glimpse into the future. Every classroom had its own computer and a TV monitor, which at the time was a major leap forward technologically. For students and staff, it felt like stepping into the cutting edge of education.
We had computer labs, and that was something new. We had TV monitors in our classrooms. That was something new, a new technology that we had. And during that time, we just worked a lot together. The teachers collaborated together to try to create really excellent programs for the students that we were serving.
All new technology. This was like the latest and greatest school that was built in Michigan. We had all this new technology and all these new options here. So it was pretty cool to come over and experience, everything new and fresh.
Although East Middle School gets more modern every day, there are still many aspects that haven't changed.
It's the same, type of cafeteria, the same look, the gyms, even the hallways. You can still see some of the paint even under the new black and gold paint that's out there. You see some of the Timberwolves stuff. So
I have pictures where I feel like the gym has barely changed. The cafeteria looks the same, and having staff members who are still here that were teachers when I was a kid, and they're still either teachers or administrators, that's one of the biggest things that feels the same about then and now.
Just like today, the Timberwolves had an athletic, journalism, and music program.
Well, I was a 3-sport athlete, so I played basketball, and we had gymnastics back in the day. It was actually attached to the high school, but I was a gymnast, and track and field, and I was in choir. And Mrs. Wolfschlarf, who's our director of music for the district, she was actually the teacher here.
Back then, I was in journalism, so I did yearbook and newspaper here. We actually had a newspaper that we would publish. It was printed, I want to say it was monthly. I don't remember fully. The Timberwolf Times is what it was called. And I was actually the second yearbook editor-in-chief at the school, so I have some memories there, putting that together. But I was really big in that.
As new schools were built on the west side, they were given the Titan identity, leaving East as the outlier. In 2001, Traverse City East Junior High took on the Trojan mascot. There was mixed reactions from the staff and students.
I loved our Timberwolf theme. Because personally I just love wolves, so I was happy to have that emblem on things. But I was also really super excited to become Team Trojan just because we had 9th graders in the building who then became Trojans. They were already doing Trojan sports as freshmen because we were a 7, 8, 9 junior high, and then we became a middle school. So it was really nice to make that connection with Central High School and our students that were going to be transferring there for high school.
Definitely bring the Trojans. Way cooler mascot. It was always confusing when people were like, what, you're the Timberwolves, but the high school's the Trojans. So it was really nice when it transferred over and we finally had the same school colors and mascot. So bleed black and gold. Go Trojans.
This has been Carter and Matt reporting for Trojan TV.